Men dismiss claim of hijacking or causing threat to Chinese harbor worker in eastern St. Thomas that it should be hardly crossing exactly where it's located. They are saying it is not true, it's definitive, and the claims is not right because nobody had turned up to the Golden Grove police to make any report.
All right, Victor Hutchinson, City Snuff, Bath, St. Thomas. Uh, there is a news clip circulating coming from former Minister of Construction, Mr. Robert Morgan, that is accusing some persons affiliated to newly elected Member of Parliament Rosemary Shaw of attacking the Chinese office, threatening them and threatening other workers, demanding work. I want to use this medium to clear this situation. On Tuesday, 9th of September, I learned of a meeting in the Chinese Harbor office in Port Royal with MP Shaw along with 4 other persons. Coming out of that meeting, the Member of Parliament called me and give me some information that I should check with a particular Chinese over by Ardley in St. Thomas. That's where they have another office for the China Harbor. I called 2 of my colleagues, asked them to accompany me. And I was given a special instruction by her to take 2 persons that the Chinese would want to talk to. I did inform those persons to meet me there at 11 Wednesday morning. 11 o'clock Wednesday morning, I turn up along with the other 2 persons who went with me driving toward a vehicle. And I stopped at the gate. The gate was open. I took my hand. Nobody was there. And I drove in. All three of us drove in. When I stopped, there was a particular gentleman that I know. He's an ex-sergeant of police. Came up to me to ask me if there is anything that he could do for me. I say yes, and I tell him what I was on about. He said, but you could have stopped at the gate. I said, but you know the security thing. Nobody was there, so I drove in. He apologized and said there's something somewhere else that they were taking care of, and that's why the gate was left open, but it's okay. However, he went to get one of the Chinese to talk to us. And while he went to get them, the two other guys walked over. So the five of us were there standing when he took the Chinese out there. The Chinese called us into a meeting room, and we sat there and have a meeting for about half an hour. At that time, the Chinese told us to get the two persons for liaison officer should return 7 o'clock the other morning for work. We came out. When we came out, a police pickup was out there, and I recognized the driver to be somebody who I know very well. He called and said, Mr. Hutchins, everything all right? I said, yeah, man, everything good. And they drove off in a little while. We drove off after. I am now surprised to hear this news coming out that operates of Rosemary Shaw went over the Chinese office and demanding work and threatening Chinese people and threatening Jamaicans alike and stopping work on the road and all of those things. I just want to clear my name from it, that I am not a party of anything like that, and nothing like that happened. And I also want to clear the Member of Parliament name. She wasn't there. She had sent me to deal with business. I went there, I deal with the business, and I was successful. If I had attacked Chinese, I couldn't be over there working. That is nonsense, you know. And I think when the former minister get information like this, he should try and do some investigation before he put it across the nation like that. And he should really apologize to Rosemary Shaw for it, because it is a dreadful, dangerous, vindictive setup by some other persons in the constituency. I don't want to call anybody name at this time, but I am aware of how it happened, how it configured, and it was aimed at damaging the Member of Parliament. So I just want to say that there is nothing of the sort took place, and the local police can be called and questioned, and you will realize that it's not so.
All right, my name is firstly my name is Adaja Cruikshank. My name is Adaja Cruikshank. Well, I'll be facilitating the works going forward for the SHIP project on the behalf of the newly elected Member of Parliament, Yvonne Rosemary Shaw. As it relates to things that are in the media, I can say clearly it is false. We went to the airport facility to meet with one Mr. Damian Moore, who then, after that meeting, instructed that we meet with the local level contractors at the Audley facility. We went there on Tuesday, was it Tuesday? Wednesday. We then entered the premises because the gate was wide open. There was no one there. On approaching, on the inside, a security officer by the name of Mr. Henry. Mr. Henry came to us, and then some statements were exchanged. No, hostility. We then met with the Chinese and we were pointed to an office location where we then had further meetings. After such, we left the site. No disturbances, no altercation, nothing of such. So what we're asking, and what I'm asking, is that the media and the minister, or Mr. Morgan, before putting out these statements, do the relevant investigation, speak with the Golden Grove Police Station and speak to China Harbor. Because to this date, we have not seen a report from the police and we have not seen a report from CHEC. So on what grounds are you speaking on? That is it. Huh?
You know,